What if I told you that one of the most trusted promises in wellness, that antioxidants will slow down aging, might be more myth than miracle? In the quiet of a lab late at night, a researcher stares at the petri dishes and wonders, are we fighting the enemy we thought we were, or chasing shadows? Imagine 70-year-old cells, once vigorous, now folded and fragile. What if the elixir we've believed in turns out to be a whisper in the wind? Today, we dive into the story of antioxidants, free radicals, aging, and the surprising truth science is revealing. Aging. It touches all of us. It shows in our skin, our energy, our memory, our cells. We chase youth, vitality, longer health span, and many of us believe in one key tool, antioxidants. The idea is simple and compelling. Neutralize harmful free radicals, protect the tissues, slow the clock. You've seen the supplements, the creams, the headlines, fight oxidation, stay younger. But the science? It's messier. I spoke to Dr. X. We'll call her Dr. Lena Ortiz, a cellular biologist who says, we believed free radical damage decided everything. Now we're asking different questions. We'll follow stories, the marketing voice promising anti-aging antioxidants, a person who built their diet around them, and the lab experiments that whisper a different tune. By the end of this film-style narrative, you'll understand not just do antioxidants work, but how, when, why, for whom, and what we should really believe. A journey from myth through science to clarity. Let's begin. We open with the origin of the antioxidant aging idea, the free radical theory, and how it became popular. We step into the 1950s when the biochemist Denham Harman proposed the free radical theory of aging. He suggested that unstable molecules created as a byproduct of metabolism gradually damage our cells and thus drive aging. That sounded plausible. After all, get rid of the damage, extend the life. And antioxidants, compounds that neutralize free radicals, became heroes in this story. Fast forward decades. Vitamin C and E, beta-carotene, flavonoids in colorful fruits. These became advertised as shields against aging. Neutralize oxidation. Stay young. People like Sarah, age 48, whom I interviewed, built a regime around antioxidant-rich smoothies, supplements, green tea every morning. She says, I wanted to invest in my future self. Cue the rising montage of antioxidant supplements, skin creams, youth-protecting claims. The feel is hopeful, optimistic. Here is something you can control. But behind the optimism, in labs around the world, scientists began asking, does the lived reality match the promise? And that question became next because what they found wasn't always what people expected. We explore research challenges, human data, model organisms, contradictory findings. Let's step into the research side. On one hand, experiments in worms, flies, mice showed that reducing oxidative damage could extend lifespan in certain circumstances. Early hopes were high. But then came the complexity. The 2008 report by the Wellcome Trust declared, antioxidants are unlikely to prevent aging. They concluded that antioxidant supplements had little evidence to slow aging in humans. A 2023 review titled Diet and Aging, The Role of Polyphenol-Rich Diets in Slowing Down the Shortening of Telomeres, D'Angelo et al., found that plant-based diets rich in polyphenols may help slow telomere shortening, but that is dietary pattern, not high-dose isolated supplements. And here's the tension. One popular article by Dr. Chris Verberg explicitly states, antioxidants don't extend lifespan, in some cases may shorten it. Sarah's hope meets the cold data. While she's enjoying her smoothies, the science says, maybe you're not slowing aging in the way you expect. We need to ask, why? Is the mechanism wrong? Are we using the wrong approach? Is there something deeper going on? Next reveals a twist. Free radicals aren't purely villains, and antioxidants aren't purely heroes. We dig into the biology of reactive oxygen species and the surprising role they play in signaling and adaptation. For decades, free radicals were painted as the rusting factors of our bodies. Think of metal oxidizing, rust spreading, and our cells doing the same. But that story turns out to be incomplete. Modern research says ROS, reactive oxygen species, aren't just damage-causing debris. Some ROS act as signals. They trigger repair mechanisms, activate defense systems, and can even promote longer lifespan in model organisms. In one striking example, genetically modified worms that produced more free radicals lived 32% longer. In another, a herbicide that increased free radical load made worms live longer. What? The very thing we assumed harmful appears to help in some contexts. It's like discovering fire not only burns, but also warms and cooks, if used right. This flips the narrative. It suggests that simply mopping up all free radicals with antioxidants could blunt essential processes of adaptation and repair. Sarah's antioxidants might be damping some of her body's soft alarms. An undercurrent of suspense. Perhaps aging is not only about harm accumulating, but about signaling going out of sync, repair mechanisms faltering, and the body not recognizing damage correctly. If free radicals aren't just the enemy, then what is the real aging process, and where do antioxidants really fit? We present the best available evidence, what antioxidants can do, what they cannot, and the context of diet and lifestyle. Let's get grounded. Evidence for antioxidant supplementation slowing intrinsic aging, the internal cellular clock, is weak. A 2023 review of dietary antioxidants and lifespan concluded that results are inconsistent, vary by model organism, diet, genotype, and environment. For skin aging, there are more positive signals. A 2017 study found that the antioxidant methylene blue could slow visible signs of aging in reconstructed human skin models. But that's skin tissue in vitro, not proof of full-body aging reversal. In contrast, megadose antioxidant supplements in humans have not convincingly extended lifespan. Some trials even suggest that excessive supplementation can interfere with exercise-induced benefits or cellular adaptation. On the diet side, eating a plant-rich, whole food pattern, as in high in polyphenols, a diversity of antioxidants, may slow processes like telomere shortening or support healthier aging. The review by D'Angelo points to moderate evidence for polyphenol-rich diets. In Sarah's case, her smoothie and supplement strategy may help her health in other ways, better micronutrient intake, more plant foods, but it may not be the silver bullet she thought for stopping aging. So what do we really do if not rely on take big antioxidant pill? The next chapter reveals the practical pivot. We shift perspective. Aging is multifactorial, requiring more than just antioxidant neutralization. Here's the twist. Aging isn't simply the sum of damage accumulating new free radicals. It's about repair, regeneration, signaling, inflammation, telomeres, mitochondria, nutrient sensing pathways. For example, according to the telomere review, oxidative stress is tied to telomere shortening, but antioxidants alone cannot fully reverse that.
And in a systematic review of synthetic versus natural antioxidants and cellular senescence, scientists found that while antioxidants can reduce markers of senescence, they are not a cure. In other words, free radical neutralization is one piece of the puzzle, but we also need to improve cellular cleaning, autophagy, mitochondrial quality, repair pathways, and lifestyle factors. Diet, exercise, sleep, stress management, avoiding excess sugar or ultra-processed foods, maintaining muscle mass, supporting mitochondria, telomeres, cellular cleanup. In Sarah's world, she realizes she's been focused on antioxidant heroes, but ignoring her sleep debt, her chronic stress, her lack of strength training. The body speaks in more languages than free radicals. This is the moment of transformation.